All right, gang, congratulations to all the teams that made the cut. It's been a hard-fought battle. I was here to witness a lot of it. You guys all did a great job. Those of you, the teams that didn't make it, again, everybody tried hard. I feel bad for those that came so close. Literally, a lot of the matches were decided by a point. We've seeded it this year on the request of several individuals. So instead of random draw, it was seeded, and we seeded it based on the field that you qualified on. So all the 4 teams over here, field 1, the teams over here qualified on field 2. All right? And so we mixed first and fourth, second and third is how we're going to do it. So we're going to shoot the first and fourth place team on this side, then the first and fourth place team on this side, then second and third, second and third. All right? Just quick reminders, shoot the targets in bounds. We'll look at the targets when we first come up. You're going to bring your players up. We'll look at the targets one time. I'm fine with doing the target viewing for each group, okay? And then we'll start. So you guys have decided who's going to lead and follow. Lead means the stage on the left. Follow means the stage on the right. So again, shoot targets in bounds. I'm going to be the official referee, so you're going to live or die by my call. My best advice with the 6 target, the 4 target, is you've got 50 yards to shoot them in. Don't wait till the last 48 yards, all right? I hate to have to make a call, I'll be honest with you. But I'll do the best I can, and it'll be what it'll be. All right, gang, just a quick reminder. So you're going to play your first 2 players, the teams that get called up, your first 2 players. In the second match, your second 2 players. And if it goes to a third, your 5th and any one of the previous 4 players. Does that make sense? Anybody got any questions on that? The player on the left-hand side of the stage is going to shoot at the even targets. Your player on the right-hand side of the stage is going to shoot at the odd targets. After we shoot the first half of the game, you're going to switch stages. Whoever's in the lead will lead off. The player on the left on either stage will always lead. So in the final 4 pair, the player on the left is going to shoot the first 2 pair. The player on the right, well, I shouldn't say the first 2. The first pair. It'll alternate back and forth, okay? Am I clear on that? Second half, left side will shoot, right side will shoot. Left side will shoot, right side will shoot. All right, if everybody's good, are there any questions? Don't be bashful if you come up, if there's anything. I'd like to get it ironed out now. Dude, I'm excited about this. We worked hard to put this together. You guys have worked hard to qualify. This had been a dream of mine 5 years before the 5 years ago that we started it. I just knew that it would be a cool event, and it has been. It's been awesome. And I feel privileged to be here in front of you guys, to watch you guys shoot. The athleticism, the ability, the talent that you guys have is amazing, Proud of all of you. All right, let's get the show on the road. Hunting Hills Hawkeyes. You decided to lead. You're going to be on the left-hand stage. McKinsey Shooting Sports, you're going to be on the right-hand side of the stage. Coaches, bring up your first 2 players. All right. Here we go. Let's take a look. It's going to be on your call. Hunting Hills Hawkeyes on your call with the Federal number 1 on the left side. The Federal number 1 on the right side. The Browning 2. The Remington 3. The Elite Shotguns 4. The Promatic 5. The Federal Masterclass 6. And the Rhino Choke 7. All right. All right, teams in place. All set, guys? All set, McKinsey? Yep. Coach Murph? All right, here we go. Showtime. Hunting Hills Hawkeyes, the Browning 2 on your call. Three points. Three points. Now the Remington 3. 4 points. 1 point. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. 1 point. Now the Promatic 5. 6 points. 6 points. Now the Federal Master Class 6. 7 points. 7 points. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 1 point. 1 point. Change sides, gang. I'm sorry, change stages. The score, Hunting Hills Hawkeyes 26, the McKenzie Shooting Sports Team 19. Hunting Hills Hawkeyes with a 7-point advantage. It'll be your call first. All right, teams in place. The Hunting Hills Hawkeyes call the Remington 3. Four points. McKenzie calls the Federal Master Class 6. 7 points. The score, Hawkeyes 30, McKenzie Shooting Sports 26. Hawkeyes with a 4-point advantage. And they call another Remington 3. 4 points. McKenzie calls the Promatic 5. 1 point. All right, each team with 2 pair left to shoot. The Hunting Hills Hawkeyes 34, McKenzie Shooting Sports 27. The Hawkeyes with a 7-point advantage.
3.
And they call another Remington 3. 4 points. 38-27 the score. Down by 11, McKenzie calls another Federal Master Class 6. 1 point isn't going to do it. 38-28, the Hunting Hills Hawkeyes take game 1. All right, McKenzie on the left, Hunting Hills on the right. Here we go, gang. McKenzie, Browning 2 target on your call. Three points. 1 point. Now the Remington 3. 4 points. 4 points. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. No target. The 1 is established. Repeat the pair. 1 point. 1 point. Now the Promatic 5. 1 point. 6 points. Now the Federal Master Class 6. 1 point. 1 point. And now the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 8 points. Change sides. All right, gang, go ahead and trade places. The score, Hunting Hills Hawkeyes 21, McKenzie Shooting Sports 18. All right, the Hawkeyes with a 3-point advantage. It'll be your call, guys. Teams in place. And shooting on the left side, right? The left side guy. All right, Remington 3 for the Hunting Hills Hawkeyes. 4 points. And McKenzie calls the Federal Masterclass 6. 1 point. 25-19, Hunting Hills by 6. And they call the Browning 2. 3 points. Trailing by 9, McKenzie calls the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 28-27 the score. Each team with 2 pair remaining. The Hunting Hills Hawkeyes lead by a point. And they call the Promatic 5. 6 points. McKenzie down by 7. And McKenzie calls the Promatic 5. 1 point. 34-28 coming into the final pair. The Hawkeyes lead by 6. And they call the Remington 3 for the win of the game and the match. 4 points. 38-28 Hunting Hills Hawkeyes. All right, next team's up, the Featherhorn Young Guns and the Forest City Juniors. Featherhorn Young Guns on the left, Forest City Juniors on the right. While they take the stage, we'd like to take a minute to thank Jack Links for sponsoring the Top Gun Shootout. When you're looking for a premium protein snack to feed your wild side, make it Jack Links. Check this out. All right, let's do it. Featherhorn Young Guns, the Browning 2 target on your call. 3 points. 1 point. Now the Remington 3. 4 points. 1 point. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. 1 point. Now the Promatic 5. 1 point. 6 points. Now the Federal Masterclass 6. 7 points. 1 point. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 1 point. 8 points. All right, teams, change sides. The Featherhorn Young Guns with a score of 21. The Forest City Juniors at 18. The Featherhorn Young Guns with a 3-point advantage. All right, teams and coaches in place. Here we go, Featherhorn Young Guns. What's the call? The Featherhorn Young Guns call the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. Forest City Juniors follow with an Elite Shotguns 4 of their own. Five points. 26-23, still a 3-point difference. Featherhorn Young Guns. The Young Guns call the Chromatic 5. 6 points. And the Forest City Juniors call the Rhino Choke 7. 1 point. 32-24 the score. The Featherhorn Young Guns lead by 8. Each team with 2 pair remaining. And the Young Guns call the Remington 3. 4 points. 36-24 the score. Down by 12, the Juniors call the Chromatic 5. 6 points and crush it. The score 36-30. Featherhorn Young Guns lead by 6 going into the final pair in game 1. Leading by 6, they call the Browning 2 for the win. 3 points, 39-30, the Featherhorn Young Guns. All right, well, the teams take the stage. We need to take a minute to thank Romeo Bravo Software. We'd like to thank them for sponsoring the Top Gun Shootout. If you're searching for cloud-based software that manages every aspect of your ranch, lodge, or outfitter operation while reducing costs and streamlining daily work, Yellowstone by Romeo Bravo Software is who you should be talking to. Check this out.
Yellowstone is a piece of software that we've been building over the past 6 years that is built by and for ranches, lodges, and outfitters. It's meant to take your reservations. It handles all of your CRM and guest record data, all of your invoicing, your point of sale, email automation, all of your digital payment processing, your asset management, your event management, and so much more. If you're looking to streamline your processes and become more efficient and profitable, please visit www.rbsgo.com.
All right, thank you, Romeo Bravo Software. Here we go, gang. Forest City Juniors on the left, the Featherhorn Young Guns on the right, the Browning 2 target waiting for your call. Three points. 3 points. Now the Remington 3. 4 points. 4 points. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. 5 points. Now the Chromatic 5. 1 point. 6 points. Now the Federal Masterclass 6. 1 point. 1 point. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. One point. Teams change sides. The score, the Forest City Juniors 22, the Featherhorn Young Guns at 20. The juniors with a 2-point advantage. All right, teams and coaches in place. Forest City Juniors with a 2-point advantage. It's your call. And the juniors call the Elite Shotguns 4. Oh. 5 points. The Young Guns call the Promatic 5. 6 points. 27-26, the juniors lead cut to 1. And they call the Rhino Choke 7. Oh. 8 points and crush it. And the Young Guns call the Federal Masterclass 6. 1 point. The score with 2 pair remaining for each team, 35-27. Forest City Juniors with an 8-point advantage.
Hold on. We could do the 2 even. Down by.
Ahead by 8. Forest City Juniors ahead by 8. 2. And they call the Browning 2. 3 points. 38-27 the score, down by 11, Young Guns. 7. And they call the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 38-35, now the score, the difference tightened up. It's only 3-point advantage for the Forest City Juniors. Each team with a pair remaining.
7.
And the juniors call the Rhino Choke 7 for the win. 8 points, 46-35, Forest City. All right, gang, are we ready to go? Featherhorns, juniors, everybody in place? Coaches, good? Here we go, Featherhorn Young Guns, Browning 2 target on your call. 3 points. 3 points. Now the Remington 3. 4 points. 4 points. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 1 point. 5 points. Now the Promatic 5. 1 point. 1 point. Now the Federal Masterclass 6. 1 point. 1 point. And now the Rhino Choke 7. 1 point. 1 point. Teams change sides. All right, the score, the Forest City Juniors at 15, the Featherhorn Young Guns at 11. The juniors with a 4-point advantage in game 3. Forest City Juniors, what's the call? All right, the Forest City Juniors call the Elite Shotguns 4. 1 point. And they call the Promatic 5. 6 points and crush it. They've taken the lead, 17-16. Young Guns, it's your call again. And the call is the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points, 22-16 the score, trailing by 6 for City. And they call the Rhino Choke 7. 1 point, 22-17 the score. Each team has 2 pair remaining. The Young Guns lead by 5. With a 5-point lead, the Young Guns call the Remington 3. 4 points, 26-17 the score, trailing by 9 for City.
7.
All right, Forest City Juniors are going for the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. It paid again, 26-25 the score. The Featherhorn Young Guns lead by 1 point, each team with 1 pair of targets remaining. Young Guns, it's your call.
6.
All right, the Young Guns call the Federal Master Class 6. 0. The score, Young Guns 26, Forest City Juniors 25. Final pair, Juniors.
This is for the win, right?
This is for the win, for the game and for the match. All right, the Browning 2 for the Forest City Juniors to advance.
Oh.
3 points, 28-26, Forest City Juniors. Please remember to check us out on social media. Scan the QR code here at the stage or go to makeabreak.com to get started. You'll find the latest scores, photos, and all the Make a Break action you want and need. Please follow. You won't be disappointed. All right, teams are taking their place. Gator Creek Young Guns on the left, the Lake Oconee shooting team on the right. Are we set? All right, gang, good luck to each of you. Browning 2 target on your call, Gator Creek. Three points. 3 points. Now the Remington 3. 1 point. 1 point. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. 5 points. Now the Promatic 5. 1 point. 1 point. Now the Federal Master Class 6. 7 points. 1 point. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 1 point. All right, teams change sides. The score, Gator Creek Young Guns 25, Lake Oconee at 12. Gator Creek Young Guns with a 13-point advantage. All right, teams and coaches in place. Young Guns, it's your call.
4.
Young Guns call the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points and crush it.
7.
Lake Oconee goes right to the Rhino choke, 7. One point. 30-13 the score.
3.
Up by 17, Gator Creek calls the Remington 3. 4 points. 34-13 the score.
7.
And the Lake Oconee shotgun team calls the Rhino choke, 7. 8 points. They cut the back edge off of that one. All right. With a 13-point advantage, Gator Creek, it's your call. You're up by 13. All right. They call the Browning 2. 1 point. All right. 35-21 the score.
7.
Trailing by 14, the Lake Oconee shotgun team calls another Rhino choke, 7. 1 point, not enough. 35-22, Gator Creek Young Guns. All right, teams taking the stage. Lake Oconee on the left side, Gator Creek on the right. While they get in position, we're excited to announce that we've teamed up with the Dead Pair Podcast. The Dead Pair Podcast will be recapping the latest Top Gun shootout make-or-break action from the week's previous events and spotlighting upcoming Top Gun events. Please scan the QR code on the screen or go to thedeadpair.com to join your host, Jason Rambo, each week on the Dead Pair Podcast. The latest news and interviews with the who's who in the sporting glaze world. That's only on the Dead Pair Podcast. All right, gang, here we go. Game 2, Lake Oconee, the Browning 2 target on your call. Three points. 3 points. Now the Remington 3. 4 points. 4 points. Now the Elite Shotgun 4. 5 points. 5 points. Now the Promatic 5. 6 points. 6 points. Now the Federal Masterclass 6. 7 points. 1 point. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. Hold on 1 second here. All right, corrected that score. Gator Creek Young Guns, the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. All right, gang, it's time to change stages. The score, Lake Oconee 33, Gator Creek 27. Lake Oconee with a 6-point advantage in game 2. All right, coaches and teams in place. Lake Oconee, it's your call.
4.
Up by 6, Lake Oconee calls the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. Gator Creek calls the same. Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. 38-32, back to a 6-point advantage, Lake Oconee.
5.
And they call the Promatic 5. 6 points. And the Gator Creek Young Guns call the Promatic 5. 6 points. Back to 6 point spread. 2 pair remain for each team. Lake Oconee calls the Remington 3. 4 points. Gator Creek trails by 10. And they call the Federal Master Class 6. 7 points. All right, the score 48-45. Lake Oconee leads by 3 coming into the final pairs.
7.
Lake Oconee goes for the Rhino Choke 7 and the win. 8 points. 56-45, Lake Oconee. All right, gang, we're tied, a game apiece. Game 3 to settle this. Gator Creek Young Guns, are you ready? All right, Gator Creek, here we go. All sides set. Lake Oconee, thumbs up. All right, here we go. Browning 2 target on your call, guys. Three points. One point. Now the Remington 3. 4 points. Four points. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. 5 points. Now the Promatic 5. 6 points. 6 points. Now the Federal Master Class 6. 1 point. 1 point. And now the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 1 point. Change sides, teams. The score, Gator Creek Young Guns 27, Lake Oconee 18. Gator Creek Young Guns with a 9-point advantage. All right, teams in place. Gator Creek, it's your call. All right, Elite Shotguns 4 for the Young Guns. 5 points. All right, Lake Oconee trails by 14.
5.
And they call the Promatic 5. 1 point. With a 13-point advantage, the call is the Promatic 5. 1 point. The difference still 14.
7.
Lake Oconee goes for the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. All right, each team with 2 pair remaining. The Young Guns lead by 6, 33-27. And the Young Guns call the Remington 3. 4 points. Lake Oconee trails by 10.
7.
All right, Lake Oconee goes for the Rhino choke, 7. Eight points. All right, Gator Creek. 37-35 the score. Each team with a pair remaining. Gator Creek with a 2-point advantage.
6.
All right, here we go with the Federal Master Class 6. This is for the win. One point. 38-35. Lake Oconee trails by 3. Final pair coming up.
3.
And they call the Remington 3 for the win. 4 points. 39-38. Lake Oconee. So we're going to take a minute to thank Bear Pelt for sponsoring the Top Gun Shootout. Remember, Bear Pelt vests are made right here in the USA. They're super lightweight and breathable, and you can customize them to be one of a kind, just like you. Check this out. All right, thank you, Bear Pelt. Please check them out at bearpelt.com. All right, gang, are we ready? Ready on the left, right? Ready on the left? Yep. All right, here we go. Browning 2 target on your call, Ida. Three points. 3 points. Now the Remington 3.
Oh.
1 point. 4 points. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 6 points. 6 points. Now the Promatic 5. No targets. On your call.
Oh.
1 point. 6 points. Now the Federal Master Class 6. 7 points. 1 point. Now the Rhino choke 7.
Oh.
1 point. 8 points. All right, teams change sides. The Muddy Road shooting team 27, the Ida Trap shooting team at 18. Muddy Road with a 9-point advantage. All right, gangs, teams in place. Muddy Road 27, Ida 18. Muddy Road, it's your call. And they go right to the Remington 3. 4 points.
6.
Ida calls the Federal Master Class 6. 1 point. 31-19 the score, and the Muddy Road shooting team calls another Remington 3. 4 points. 35-19 the score, trailing by 16, Ida.
Seven.
And Ida trap shooting team goes right to the Rhino choke, 7.
Oh.
8 points. 35-27 the score. Muddy Road leads by 8, each team with 2 pair remaining. And the Muddy Road shooting team calls another Remington 3. 4 points. 39-27. Down by 12.
7.
Ida calls another Rhino choke, 7.
Oh.
8 points and centers it. 39-35. Now the score. Muddy Road's lead cut to 4. 1 pair remain for each team. All right, Muddy Road calls the Elite Shotguns 4 to take game 1.
Oh.
5 points, 44-35, Muddy Road. All right, teams are taking their place. Muddy Road shooting team is going to be on the left. Ida trap shooting team on the right. While they take their places, we want to take a minute to thank Clay Target Vision for sponsoring the Top Gun Shootout. Now a quick word from Clay Target Vision. All right, thank you, Clay Target Vision. Here we go, Muddy Road shooting team, Ida trap shooting team. The Browning 2 target on your call. Three points. 3 points. Now the Remington 3. 4 points.
Whoa.
4 points. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 1 point. 5 points. Now the Promatic 5. 6 points.
Whoa.
1 point. Now the Federal Masterclass 6. 1 point. 1 point. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 1 point.
Whoa.
1 point. All right, teams change sides. The score, Muddy Road 16, the Ida Trap shooting team 15. Muddy Road shooting team with a 1 point advantage and a 1-game lead currently. All right, teams in place. Muddy Road shooting team, it's going to be your call first with a 1 point advantage.
3.
All right, Muddy Road calls the Remington 3 to kick things off in the second half. 4 points.
4.
Down by 5. Ida calls the Elite Shotguns 4. 1 point. 2016 the score. Muddy Road leads by 4. And they call another Remington 3. 4 points. Ida trails by 8, 24-16 the score.
5.
And they call the Promatic 5.
Oh.
1 point. 24-17 the score. Each team with 2 pair remaining. The Muddy Road shooting team with a 1-game advantage and a 7-point lead.
3.
And they call another Remington 3. 4 points. 28-17 the score. Ida trap shooting team trailing by 11.
6.
And they call the Federal Master Class 6 to stay in the game. 1 point. 28-18 is going to wrap it up for the Muddy Road shooting team. All right, gang, here we go. Semifinal matches, the Hunting Hill Hawkeyes and the Lake Oconee Shotgun team. Before we kick that off, we just need to stop for a second and thank Promatic for sponsoring the Top Gun Shootout with the Promatic number 5 cube. Remember, Promatic's the world's best traps. Please check out their extensive line of traps at promatic.biz. And then stop by the Shotgun Gear booth over here at Vendor Row and see some Promatic equipment for yourself. All right, teams, coaches in place. Here we go. Good luck, you guys. Hawkeyes, Browning 2 target on your call. 3 points. 1 point. Now the Remington 3. 4 points. 4 points. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. 5 points. Now the Promatic 5. 6 points. 6 points. Now the Federal Master Class 6. 1 point. 1 point. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 1 point. All right, teams change stages. The Hunting Hill Hawkeyes at 27, Lake Oconee 18. Lake Oconee trails by 9. Or put another way, the Hunting Hill Hawkeyes lead by 9. All right, teams and coaches in place. Hawkeyes with a 9-point advantage. It's your call, and they go right to the Remington 3. 4 points and crush it. All right, they're going right to the Rhino Choke 7. 1 point. 31-19 the score. 12-point advantage to the Hawkeyes. And they go right back to the Remington 3. 4 points. 35-19, Lake Oconee back to the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. All right, each team has 2 pair remaining. The Hunting Hills Hawkeyes with an 8-point advantage.
3.
And they go back to the Remington 3. 1 point. Didn't get a hold of that one. 27-36 the score. Lake Oconee trails by 9. They've got 2 pair to go. Lake Oconee calls the Promatic 5. One point. 36-28 the score. Hunting Hills Hawkeyes with an 8-point advantage going into the final pair. And they call the Browning 2 to take game 1. 3 points, 39-28, the Hunting Hills Hawkeyes. All right, the teams are taking the stage. Lake Oconee is going to be on the left, Hunting Hills Hawkeyes on the right. While they take the stage, we'd like to take a minute to thank Rhino Chokes for sponsoring the Top Gun Shootout with a Rhino Choke number 7 cube. Remember, Rhino Chokes produce a tighter core so you can shoot a higher score. Check them out at rhinochokes.com and then stop by and see Scott and the crew over at the booth. Remember, shoot Rhino Chokes and make more smoke. Game 2, Lake Oconee, the Browning 2 target on your call. Three points. 3 points. Now the Remington 3. 1 point. 1 point. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. 5 points. Now the Promatic 5. 1 point. 1 point. Now the Federal Master Class 6. 1 point. 7 points. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 1 point. All right, teams change stages. The score, Lake Oconee 19, Hunting Hills Hawkeyes 18. Lake Oconee with a 1-point advantage. The Hawkeyes with a game under their belt. Teams in place. All right, Lake Oconee, it's your call.
5.
Lake Oconee goes to the Promatic 5. 1 point. Down by 2. All right, the Hunting Hills Hawkeyes call the Promatic 5. 6 points and crush it. They've taken the lead, 24-20. Each team with 3 pair remaining. Hawkeyes, you'll go first now. Hawkeyes with a 4-point advantage call the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. 29-20, Lake Oconee finds themselves behind by 9. And they call the Rhino Choke 7. 1 point. 29-21 the score. Each team with 2 pair remaining. The Hawkeyes with an 8-point advantage and a 1-game lead. And they call the Browning 2. It's the call, guys. It's the call. You got to go with it. 3 points. They destroy it. 21-32 the score. Lake Oconee down by 11. I'm sorry, by 9. No, I'm sorry, it is 11. I was right the first time. 32-21, 11-point difference. Lake Oconee calls the Rhino Choke 7 to get right back in this game. One point, 32-22, Hunting Hills Hawkeyes. All right, our next team's up, the Forest City Juniors and the Muddy Road shooting team. Come on up. Forest City, you're going to be on the left, Muddy Road on the right. All right, gang, here we go. Are we ready? Forest City Juniors in place. Muddy Road shooting team in place. A Browning 2 target happens to be in place. Here we go, gang. 2 target on your call. Three points. Three points. Now the Remington 3. 4 points. 4 points. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. 5 points. Now the Promatic 5. 6 points. 6 points. Now the Federal Masterclass 6. 7 points. 1 point. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 1 point. All right, teams change sides. Forest City 33 to the Muddy Roads 20. Forest City shooting a perfect first half. All right, Muddy Road shooting team on the left. Forest City Juniors on the right. The Juniors lead by 13. Turn that back up a couple clicks. All right, Forest City Juniors, the call. With a 13-point advantage, they call the Elite Shotguns 4. Five points. And the Muddy Road shooting team goes right to the Rhino Choke 7. 1 point. 38-21 the score. With a 17-point lead. They call the Rhino Choke 7. 1 point. 21-39, Muddy Road back to the Rhino Choke 7. Eight points. 39-29, Forest City Juniors lead by 10, each team with 2 pair remaining.
7.
And the Forest City Juniors call the Rhino Choke 7. This is for the win. 1 point. Down by 11, Muddy Road calls the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 40-37 the score. Forest City Juniors lead cut to 3.
Last one. 7, Zach. Come on, Zach.
Each team with 1 pair of targets remaining. The Juniors with a 3-point advantage. And being egged by their competitors.
5.
All right, the Forest City Juniors call the Promatic 5 for the win. 6 points, 46-37, Forest City Juniors. All right, teams are taking their places. The Muddy Road shooting team will be on the left, Forest City Juniors on the right. While they take the stage, we'd like to thank Tetra Hearing for sponsoring the Top Gun Shootout. Tetra Hearing, not just hearing protection, but a customized hearing experience. Now, word from Tetra Hearing.
What if you couldn't hear this? The sounds that make the hunt. Hear the hunt with Tetra Hearing.
All right, thank you, Tetra Hearing. Please go see Bill, Brendan, and the guys over at their vendor booth at Tetra Hearing. They've got an amazing product there. You can also check them out at tetrahearing.com. All right, gang, here we go. Game 2, Forest City's got one in the bag. Muddy Road, the Browning 2 target on your call. Three points. Three points. Now the Remington 3. 4 points. 4 points. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. 5 points. Now the Chromatic 5. 1 point. 6 points. Now the Federal Master Class 6. 7 points. 1 point. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 1 point. 1 point. All right, teams change stages. Muddy Road shooting team 21, the Forest City Juniors at 20. Muddy Road shooting team finds themselves with a 1-point advantage coming into the second half of game 2. 21-20, Muddy Road, what do you think?
6.
They're going right for the Federal Master Class 6. 1 point. Juniors trail by 2. And they call the Remington 3. 4 points. The Forest City Juniors take the lead, 24-22. Juniors, you'll shoot first.
5.
All right, the Forest City Juniors call the Chromatic 5. 6 points and crush it. 30-22 the score. Muddy Road finds themselves down by 8.
7.
And they call the Rhino Choke 7 to clean things up. 1 point. All right, each team with 2 pair remaining. The Forest City Juniors 30 to the Muddy Road shooting teams 23. The Juniors with a 7-point advantage.
6.
And they call the Federal Master Class 6. 1 point. 31-23 the score. Muddy Road down by 8. And they call the Rhino Choke 7. 1 point. All right, coming into the final pair, Forest City Juniors with a game under their belt and a 7-point advantage coming into the final pair. And they call the Browning 2 to wrap this one up. 3 points, 34-24, Forest City Juniors. All right, guys. Just a little bit more work here, and I'm ready to go. Hunting Hills Hawkeyes, Forest City Juniors. Here we are once again. Gentlemen, let's do it. Browning 2 target on your call. Three points. Three points. Now the Remington 3. 1 point. Four points. Now the Elite Shotguns 4. 5 points. 5 points. Now the Promatic 5. 6 points. 6 points. Now the Federal Master Class 6. 1 point. 1 point. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 8 points. All right, teams change stages. The Forest City Juniors 27, the Hunting Hills Hawkeyes at 24. Forest City Juniors with a 3-point lead. All right, Forest City Juniors, what are you thinking?
4.
They're going right to the Elite Shotguns 4. One point. 28-24, the Hawkeyes down by 4 points.
3.
And they call the Remington 3.
4.
4 points. All right, that ties it up. 28-28. The juniors will lead it off. And the Forest City Juniors call the Promatic 5. 1 point. 29-28. The Hunting Hills Hawkeyes down by a point. And they call another Remington 3. 4 points. All right, 32-29 the score. Forest City Juniors down by 3. Hawkeyes, you're in the lead here. 2 pair each now for the teams. 32-29 the score. The Hawkeyes lead by 3, and they will shoot first.
We'll call the 3.
Hold on, it's their call on the right side now.
3.
All right, the Hawkeyes call the Remington 3.
4.
4 points. The score, 36-29. Forest City Juniors down by 7.
Call the 6.
And they call the Federal Master Class 6. 1 point. 36-30. Each team with a pair remaining. The Hawkeyes with a 6-point advantage. And they call the Browning 2 to take game 1. 3 points, 39-30, Hunting Hills. All right, game 2, let's kick it off with a Browning 2. 3 points. 3 points, now the Remington 3. 4 points. 4 points. Now the elite shotguns 4. 5 points. 1 point. Now the Promatic 5. 1 point. 1 point. Now the Federal Master Class 6. 1 point. 1 point. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 1 point. Teams change stages, excuse me. Scores: Forest City Juniors 22. The Hunting Hills Hawkeyes find themselves at 11 with an 11-point deficit. 22-11, up by 11. Zach, it's going to be your call with the Forest City Juniors.
3.
And the juniors call the Remington 3. 4 points. Hawkeyes down by 15, call the Promatic 5. 1 point. 26-12 the score.
7.
And the Forest City Juniors call the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 34-12 the score, down by 22. And the Hunting Hills Hawkeyes call a Rhino Choke 7 of their own. 1 point. 34-13 the score. And that's going to do it. That's it right there. 34-13. Forest City Juniors, game 2. All right, gang, I feel like we've been here before. For those of you that don't know, it always goes to 3 games with these 2 teams. Nobody's given up this fight easily. Zach looking for a little hydration over there. Matter of fact, that seems like a pretty good idea, Zach. I think I'll have a pull myself here. All right, this is it, gang. Hunting Hills with a game, Forest City Juniors with a game. Forest City Juniors hoping to repeat, take the Raymond Forman Trophy for the 2nd time. The Hunting Hills Hawkeyes hoping to be the first to three-peat and take it 3 years in a row. It all comes down to this. Here we go. Browning 2 target on your call, Hunting Hills.
Oh.
3 points. 3 points. Now the Remington 3. 1 point. 4 points. Now the elite shotguns 4. 5 points. 5 points. Now the Promatic 5. 1 point. 6 points. Now the Federal Master Class 6. 7 points. 1 point. Now the Rhino Choke 7. 8 points. 8 points. All right, teams change stages. The Forest City Juniors with a score of 27. The Hunting Hills Hawkeyes at 25. Forest City Juniors with a 2-point advantage. Teams tied a game apiece. Everything on the line as we come into the end of this one. 27-25, Forest City, what's the call? They're going right to the elite shotguns. 4.
Oh,
5 points, and they crush it. Down by 7, the Hawkeyes follow with an elite shotguns. 4.
oh,
1 point. 32-26 the score. Forest City up by 6.
3.
And they call the Remington 3.
Oh,
4 points. 36-26 the score. Hunting Hills trailing by 10. They've got 3 pair to go. Forest City 2.
5.
And the Hawkeyes call the Promatic 5. 6 points. 36-32 the score. Forest City Juniors up by 4. Each team with 2 pair remaining. And the Juniors call the Remington 3.
Oh,
4 points. 40-32 the Hawkeyes trail by 8.
6.
And the Hawkeyes call the Federal Master Class 6.
Oh,
7 points. All right. Coming into the final pair, the Forest City Juniors at 40, the Hawkeyes at 39.
You win or lose. What do you want? 7.
Forest City Juniors call the Rhino Choke 7 for the win.
oh,
8 points. 48-39, Forest City Juniors.